Hey guys, Rexter here, and welcome back to a brand new Garten of Banban video. In this video, we're going to be discussing the new secret monster that could be popping up in Chapter 5. We're also going to be discussing the Chapter 6 trailer and the Steam page. And lastly, we're going to be taking a look at the secret tape found at the end of Garten of Banban 4 and what it means for the future of the game. So first off, let's go ahead and take a deep dive into the Chapter 5 Steam page. Taking a look at it, the first thing that obviously pops out is there is a new monster that has never been seen before. Or has it? You see, a lot of people have compared this monster to Zolphius, which is the giant pale-headed monster that floats around with only his neck being visible. Now, I will give you this, he is about the same color as the new monster in Chapter 5, but they clearly are not the same size in comparison. However, if you do believe that Chapter 5 is a prequel to Chapter 1, then I guess there is some possibility here. And to be honest, I might actually have proof that this is the case. You see, if we go to the official game page on Steam for the Garten of Banban Chapter 5, even though they do not have an official trailer just yet, you look at the very first image and you will see this new character. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, these two do look almost exactly alike. However, the big difference here is that he has a body. You can see if you zoom in, he has legs and arms. But you cannot take away from the fact that this could still be a prequel, and maybe this is a version of Zolphius before something went down in the kindergarten. But since we're actually on the topic of Chapter 1, let's go ahead and go into some gameplay, because there's something really interesting that I want to show you that could prove that this is in fact the prequel. You see, I believe the gameplay in Chapter 5 is actually going to show something horrible happening to the kindergarten. And that can be further proven if you go to the exact same spot where this monster was peeking around. There is a cassette player right here, and if you give it a listen, you will hear something absolutely horrific. The screaming and shouting of these children has to mean that something terrible has happened. And the last person or monster that we saw in this exact location was the new cover monster of Garten of Banban Chapter 5, which could mean that he was the one who left this tape as proof. And there's actually even more insane details that prove this is a prequel. If you go into the kindergarten classroom, you will see that the whiteboard says the end is here. But when looking at the Garten of Banban 5 image, it actually says meet a friend day with opila bird on the whiteboard, which makes me think something awful happened on this exact day. And the note on the whiteboard might have been left from one of the survivors, or maybe even somebody with their last dying breath. But that's not all. If you actually look at the Banban Says painting on the wall, you will see in the original game it says sharing is caring, your pancreas is mine. However, in Garten of Banban Chapter 5's picture, it says sharing is caring, what's yours is mine. So who on earth changed this painting? And for what reason? Was it our little green monster friend? Or someone with a darker and more sinister purpose? Which actually brings me to another theory. Now, if you notice the red hue on all of the pictures in the playthrough images on Garten of Banban Chapter 5, what if these are the vision of one of the monsters in the kindergarten, and we spend the entirety of Garten of Banban Chapter 5 going through the eyes of one of the characters, maybe even Banban? However, whatever you believe the case is, something absolutely terrible is about to happen in the Chapter 5 playthrough. And my hope is that we finally get some answers for what exactly has been going on in all of the previous chapters. But let's go ahead and jump over to Chapter 6's Steam page. And you'll notice the very first thing on the page is actually a trailer for the next chapter. And the first thing that it shows is actually Queen Bouncelia. And though she looks like she's somewhat knocked out, you will see that her pouch is moving and something horrible is about to come out of it. And as we know, we are actually going to travel to the forgotten levels of Banban's kindergarten. And if you look at the Steam page, it actually says that we're going to survive the new terrors that reside below and uncover the truth behind the place and find the whereabouts of our missing children. So does that mean our journey will finally end in chapter 6 and we will finally save our children? Well, one thing's for certain, it's not going to be easy. If you look at the next screenshot on the game page, you will actually see 5 known villains of the game, and one of them is the new surgeon character. Now, I'm at least assuming he's going to be a bad character because look at his surrounding company. At least 3 of the 5 characters on the screen have been known to be villains in the game. You have the jester, the chameleon, and of course, the new Kittysaurus, which these 3 have been known to work together. So, my assumption here is that the other 2 are also a part of the Jester's gang, and will serve as antagonists in Chapter 6. But I actually think something even darker is about to happen in this game, and that brings me to the secret YouTube video that you can find in Banban 4. You see, it starts off by saying, "So you are my savior." And after thanking us, it says my friends and I will soon escape from our prison, and there will be chaos. And then whoever left this message tells us to get out while we still can, and that their fight is not with us, but this will be our last warning. So my thought here is that this is going to be one epic battle between Banban's gang and the gang of the Jester, and something absolutely horrible is about to go down in the final chapters of Garten of Banban. But would actually make this even more crazy, and this is once again another theory, what if this message was actually written by one of the monsters who was taken advantage of by the experiments done by the people of the kindergarten? Or even more horrid, what if it was written by a now monstrous kindergartner? As we know, some absolutely terrible things have happened before we came to the kindergarten. And that's another reason why I believe we will actually play chapter 6, go back to chapter 5 to get some information, and then the last and final chapter of Garten of Banban will be Garten of Banban chapter 7, pulling the entire story together. But guys, that about wraps up my video here. If you guys did enjoy this Garten of Banban video, do me a big favor. Go ahead and smash that like button, number 1. Number 2, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and turn on those bell notifications for awesome content just like this. And do me a big favor, if you guys do want to see some more Banban theories, go ahead and comment some things you would like to see me cover in the next video. One thing's for certain though, this game is about to take one of the darkest turns in horror game history, and the Euphoria brothers definitely have something up their sleeve. And you can hate on this series all you want, but Garten of Banban is definitely one of the most captivating games I've played all year. And after chapter 4, I cannot wait to play chapter 6. So again guys, I'm gonna wrap up here. Thank you again for all of the love and support, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, peace out!